This afternoon, I asked boot campers to make a meal that was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a serving of soy chips, 1 apple, and a glass of milk. I asked them to weigh and measure everything on the food scale. And remember, when you are trying to track and lose weight, then you obviously want to be really meticulous with your calorie counting. This little experiment we did today really shows us why this is so important. Alright, so I asked them to weigh and measure everything, and we tracked it on each of these little forms. So they wrote down the serving sizes in grams. Alright, and we multiplied that times the number of calories per gram to get our calorie intakes for each meal. So like I said, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a serving of chips, an apple, and a glass of milk. So I asked them to just go ahead and make a sandwich like they would any other day, and to come up with, you know, a serving size. And what's interesting is when you look at these meals, I don't know about you, but to the naked eye they look pretty much the same. Alright, now the glasses of milk are obviously a little different. I purposefully chose different size cups to make it a little bit more tricky, mainly because research shows that when we drink calories, many times we, if we're using large glasses, we'll pour ourselves a much larger serving than if we were to choose small glasses. And sure enough, this was exactly what happened. Every class, the individual who chose the large cup poured much more milk than the individuals who chose the small cups. Alright, so anyways, when we go ahead and we look at the results, it's just amazing to see the dramatic differences between each of these different kinds of meals. So for example, in this meal here, we had 573 calories, whereas this meal there was 601, this meal there was 618, 635, 647, 693, 722, and yes, one meal actually came to 900 calories. Alright, so 900 calories, and again, this comes from guesstimation. So when we're measuring things by eyeballing it, just kind of smearing it on, it's very, very easy to underestimate or underreport our food intake. Every single little calorie matters. One of the interesting things is that our bread, although it said on the label that each serving size was about 100 calories, that was 42 grams. We had one lady who actually measured one slice of bread at 48 grams, which actually came to 122 calories. So that means almost 123. So that means that you can't just say I had 2 slices of bread. I think a couple people even said, hey, can we just, let's just write down 100 or 200 calories if we had 2 slices of bread. And I said, no, we really need to weigh and measure that. Sure enough, imagine if this lady had chosen 2 slices of bread that were 48 calories apiece. That's 140, almost 146 calories difference. That's 46 calories difference between the 2 slices. So we can't just always go by what's on the label. We really got to weigh and measure if you're really trying to be meticulous. And if you're finding the scale isn't budging and you're weighing and measuring by guesstimating, this may be exactly the thing that's getting you in trouble. So go out and measure and watch the weight come off.